Spend thousands of pounds following superstars around the world. In London, one superfan has spent over £60,000 trying to make it onto the front row of every one of her idol's gigs.
Well, I'm Alison English. I'm a fan of Duran Duran. I've been following them around since 1982, so going on for 30 years now. I've been meeting them since 1983. I had a lot of time off in the 90s, but now it's been full on in the noughties and beyond.
Duran Duran were perhaps the world's first boy band, but with an average age of 51, John, Nick, Simon and Roger have now matured into a perma-successful man band. So their most loyal fans have all been there and are still wearing the T-shirt 30 years later.
Duran Duran make me happy. Meeting the band make me happy. Listening to their music makes me happy. When I meet them, it's such a buzz. I still get excited now. Obviously, it's not the same as when I first started. When I first started, I'd sort of like keep it together a little bit, and then after they were gone, it'd be like, screaming, but I was like 14, 15 at the time. It's a lot more calm now.
After 2 months of waiting, Alison is planning a pilgrimage that'll see her worship Duran Duran from the front row at every one of their forthcoming UK tour gigs.
I'm on my way to Cambridge for the first of 3 gigs for rehearsals for the US tour, and I'll be front row and drooling over my boys.
How often do you think of them?
I think about them every morning, noon and night. Most of my conversations are about Duran Duran, and I think about them all the time.
Getting to the front row of a Duran Duran gig can be a real battle, and the jostling for places starts in the early morning queue.
We're just going round to the venue. And hopefully there won't be too many in front of the queue, but I thought I'd come and stake my place in the front, down near the front of the queue before I go and check into the hotel. It's not too many, so I think I'm glad I came straight here. Hello?
This'll be the gazillionth time Alison has seen Duran Duran play live, but she'll need to draw on all that experience if she's to sweet-talk her way to the front of this queue.
What do you reckon? Can I get in here?
No. I've been here since 11 o'clock.
Have you?
Yeah.
Because I'm debating whether to go at the back.
I would, if I were you.
Do you like my bling-bling glasses?
It's the evening of A1's long-awaited UK comeback gig, and despite not having a #1 here for over a decade, a sellout crowd of 600 loyal fans have turned up to welcome the boys back to the big time. The enormity of the situation hasn't been lost on the band's Norwegian manager, Christian Dyresen.
This is the big day for A1. We're waiting for 2 years to happen. It's the big comeback, the UK comeback for A1, or at least the beginning of the comeback. But we need to prove tonight that A1 is back for sure. So I'm really excited.
Just around the corner, thanks to the social networking power of the internet, loyal A1 superfans from across Europe have descended on an unsuspecting restaurant for a pre-concert fancy dress dinner.
Hello. Ready, 1, 2, 3,
They mean me quite a lot. The music has helped us through a lot growing up, and I also got the logo tattooed on my wrist to always remind us, no matter how bad things get, to always smile. My whole room used to be plastered with photos and posters, and I'd have all their albums. I always used to get told to shut up because I'd have their music on so loud, and I'd always used to be singing around because I love to sing, and they've been such an inspiration for me for singing. To be honest, they are nationwide talented, you know. Some people, you know, like you'll go up to people and you say, oh, I'm going to go see A1, and they're like, who's them? You know, but that's only people that, you know, have never really got into music. But I tell you what, they are so talented, it's, you know, it's unreal. Cheers to A1.
Meanwhile, with the crucial gig fast approaching, manager Christian heads into the bowels of the arena to gee up his troops.
I'm I'm not nervous, but I need to become nervous. So I will probably go in there now and make them nervous. Let's see if let's do experiment. Let's see if that works. Are you Mark from A1?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here to make you nervous. Are you nervous?
I only get nervous 10 minutes before we go on stage.
Okay.
And then I get really nervous.
I'm not nervous either.
Are you?
No?
The band might not be nervous, but the same can't be said for their superfans.
Excited. I'm nervous and excited.
The most successful British-Norwegian band in history are performing a special unplugged sound check prior to tonight's main gig.
That's better. Perfect. That's much better. Should we just do the gig now? Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about the rest of it. I don't know why. I'm to say I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on.
This is the first time A1's die-hard devotees have seen their idols perform in nearly 10 years, and for some, like Maureen, it's all a bit much. After the unplugged session, the superfans have a chance to meet the band.
Come here, boy.
I have a breast on my right shoulder.
And Maureen is all nerves.
I'm really scared that I'm going to go down in tears and not see anything. I promised my nana I would ask one of them if they'd say hello to her down the phone because she couldn't come with us. I'm too scared to do it.
Say that. I'm glad you're going to say that.
This is for my nana.
Oh, wow. So where have you travelled from?
Newcastle.
Newcastle, that's amazing. That's awesome.
She may not have got A1 to phone her nan, but Maureen's on cloud 9.
I just couldn't believe I was actually standing there. And it felt like it was a dream. It still feels like a dream.
In Cambridge, superfan Alison English has just had a close encounter of the Duran Duran kind.
I sort of like nipped out before the encore, well, just as I was coming on for the encore, and I should have cased the joint beforehand, but I didn't, and it was all gated. But hey, John drove out and he had a bare chest. He had a fucking bare chest, man. Oh my God, was that worth missing? Was that worth missing Girl Panic and Astronaut for? I'm really sorry, Roger, but he's up there with you. I usually sort of like see them with clothes. So even though I don't want to shag them, seeing them with bare-chested...
So you've had a really good night tonight?
Yeah, it was fucking brilliant.
It's been over a decade since boy band A1 last topped the UK charts, but all that could change if their comeback UK gig is a success. Backstage, the boys are geeing themselves up for the most important gig of their careers.
Don't be shit.
The boys are off to a good start, and their ice-cool Norwegian manager has started to melt.
I have cried twice because back for sure, and this is what we've been waiting for 2 years, and they are amazing, and the crowd is amazing, and I'm just in love with everybody right now.
The gig's been a great success, and the good news doesn't end there.
I have some amazing news for you.
You have some amazing news.
Amazing news.
Some amazing news. Heartwarming news. It's the amazing, heartwarming news.
We have sold 14 t-shirts!
That is good.
And it's not just the band who have had a good night.
The concert, wow, what a fabulous evening. I really enjoyed it. I tell you what, it's definitely worth the wait. I love you, A1. Boom.
Well done. Yeah.
And if the fans' reactions are anything to go by, A1's attempt to reconquer the UK is up and running.
This is not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end. It might, however, be the end of the beginning.